You doing all right, man? I first noticed Nick wandering around in random buildings.
No.
Do you need help? Whenever I see a Foxhole player in the backline with any of these ranks wandering around, I always ask if they need help. And you should too. Do you need help figuring something out? Be patient with these players.
I don't understand how this shit-like game works.
What do you want to do? Figure out if the new player wants to be in the front line or the back line.
I don't know.
Do you want to go fight people?
I already fought some. Now I want to try anything.
Mm-hmm.
And the interface of this game is just an awful piece of shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
The interface is really hard for new players to understand, so I understand where this person's coming from. Well, you can go back to the home region and spawn on the front, and then do some fighting.
Now I'm not interested in fight.
Or you could get in a logi truck and make some crafts and things.
Yeah, here's the start the shit. I don't understand how I can do this.
Yeah, follow me. When training a new player to do logi, I always start them on the basic logi loop. First we get salvage, then we go refine the salvage, and then we go to the factory where they can see where the items are built with their refined materials. We're gonna go get some salvage. I think it's important to teach players this basic loop first. Don't get into facilities or anything too complicated with them right away. Just do this basic loop. Alright, we're gonna hammer some salvage here. Technically, sledgehammers were teched, but I didn't want to confuse them too much. Get out your hammer. Yep, there you go. And we're gonna put it in the truck. Alright, our truck should be full. If you want to put these resources in this container, that would be fine. Nice. Now we're gonna go make the basic materials. I created a logi monster. He didn't want to stop scrooping. So we can stop salvaging right now. I think if I would have left him there, he would have just scrooped the rest of the night. So you take the salvage here. We're gonna go to the refinery. Thank you. It was a busy night in Ashtown, which I thought would be really cool to see as a new player. Alright, now I want you to get in the driver's seat. You can press Control 1, or you can do that. Yep, get in the driver's seat of this car. Then roll up to this and press E. Roll up to the refinery and press E. It's important when teaching new players that they do the actions themselves. And then you're gonna want to make B mats. So it's in the very middle. You'll right click the salvage, and then they should start cooking.
Public.
You could do personal for now if you want to have your own B mats. If you change it to public, then it's gonna go into public for everybody. But if you want your own B mats to create materials, which I'll grab my B mats here and I'll show you how to craft stuff. Did you start making stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll get B-mats and then I'll show you how to craft stuff. Big shout out to Esculus here for helping and putting some B-mats in our truck. Look at all these nice people you have in the back line. Oh, we already got some B-mats. Perfect, thanks. And this is on Able Shard. Lots of people willing to help. All right, Nick, get in the car and we'll go make some stuff. Thanks for filling it for us. Appreciate it. Cheers. All right, so we got a factory over here. So I want you to get in the driver's seat. You can press Control 1 when I get out. Press Control 1, boom. And then press E on the factory.
Yes.
And then you'll be on a sheet with a bunch of ammo and guns and things, and you can kind of hover over it and see how much it costs. And you can also see how much B-mats you have in your truck.
Mm-hmm.
So you can start crafting 7.62 ammo, for example. So you can click on 7.62 4 times, and you'll see it populate. And then you can press the play button. And then it'll give you a time. And then if you want to build something else, you can switch the tabs at the very top. So for example, click the wrench. And let's build like 4 radios. So you can click the radios at the very bottom. They're at the very bottom there. And you can build 4 radios.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you want to go to the medical supplies, you can build like bandages or first aid kits or whatever and start cooking those as well. I normally talk about items to craft that players are going to be the most familiar with. Go to the bomb looking one, and you can cook 20 millimeter. You can click that maybe 4 times, and I think you have maybe just enough B mats to cook 4 of those. The 20 millimeter under the bomb icon.
Is this a crate or something?
Yep, this is a crate. So if you cover over it, it says you'll produce 1 crate that'll have a certain amount of items in it. It'll tell you how many it has in it. So then you can take the crates to the front line, to a front bunker, or you can take them to a seaport or a storage depot, things along those lines. So wherever they need the supplies. And this is the basic logi loop. So basically you gather salvage, turn it into B mats, and then come over here and make stuff in the factory. And then again, you can take it to the front or take it to wherever it's needed.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Always check to make sure they understand what you're talking about.
Yeah, but
That's
too far from front line.
Yeah, this is the very basics. I mean, it goes way more in depth than this, but this is just like the basics. What nationality are you with, if you don't mind me asking? Okay, there might be a Ukrainian like clan already. Are you in the official like Foxhole Discord? I always point players to the official Foxhole Discord because I think it's a great place to meet other players as well. Okay, if you ever want to join the official Foxhole Discord and find a clan that's like Ukrainian or whatever, you can find more people that play during your time or whatever. You can press the escape button and there's a button that says Foxhole Discord. Or you can always type in like World Chat or something along those lines, and that helps too. Anything else you want to try, or do you think you got it? If they're ready to learn more about the game, I'm happy to teach them.
I don't know.
That's okay.
This game looks like crap.
You might want to refund it before you're at
know,
the 2 hours.
It's very fun, but the controls and UI is awful.
Yeah, if you can't get used to any of that, then yeah, I don't know what to tell you. The top-down perspective is one of the things that throws new players off right away. I know I hated the top-down perspective when I first started playing, but eventually it grew on me, and now I love it.
Anyway, thank you for help.
Yeah, no problem. Just feel free to whisper me anytime. You can press F1, and that'll bring up whoever's in the region. You can like scroll through it, and my name's in there. It goes alphabetically, so you can find me and whisper me anytime. All you have to do is right-click on my name, and you can whisper me if you have any questions. Or what I always tell other people, if you ever have any questions or you're confused by anything, just ask anybody around here, and like everyone will help you out. So
thank you.
No problem. Cheers. I do a lot of small trainings like this in the backline all the time. I have a video where I went a little bit more in depth. That was a long time ago and my mic really sucks. So if you want to check that out, you can. If you're a new player, always just ask for help, especially if you want to learn logi in the backline. There are always tons of players like me that want to help new players. And that was the basic logi loop. You go and get salvage, you go to the refinery, and then you go to the factory. This is really easy to teach new players, and it helps set the foundation for those players to get more involved in logistics. What was the first thing that you learned about logistics in Foxhole? Let me know in the comments. As always, thank you so much for watching and for your support. Make sure to subscribe for more Foxhole content. Whenever you get a chance, help any new player that you can. Cheers.